Hey Wargamers, this is Napoleon's Marshal. I just received a box from Eagles of Empire Miniatures, which is a war game, a skirmish war game that takes place in the Franco-Prussian War. A very, very interesting war if you've never researched it, read about it. It's one of those time periods, it's a bit strange, but it's a good kind of strange. You have the uniforms that are reminiscent of the Napoleonic Wars. Got the spiked helmets, the Pickelhaube. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but you got the Prussian infantry with their spiked helmets, the French with their kepis and their bright red pants. It's just interesting, and yet the technology is getting close to World War One. You got the breech-loading Krupp guns that the Prussians used, the French rifle, the Chesseau. Again, probably not saying that right. Really interesting time period. So I saw this was advertised on Facebook, and I'm glad I kind of took the dive into it. I bought the starter set, a Call to Arms, I think is what it's called. It's the starter set. It's 99 pounds. You get two boxes of Prussian infantry and 2 boxes of French infantry. So that gives you enough for 4 squads of each nation, which is a lot of infantry. It's a lot of metal for a really good price, and you get the rules. The rules are actually quite innovative, I think. I haven't played them yet. Obviously, I just got my box of miniatures, but you have objectives that you're fighting over, and the objectives give you points to buy reinforcements or to buy victory points to help you win the objective or the game faster. So you can either you gotta kind of balance. You can either rush with a bunch of reinforcements but not get the victory points, or you can maybe hold on desperately and get a bunch of victory points, but you might not hold the objectives. It's a really neat system. I really think it's quite nice. Very, very simple, but at the same time, it gives you enough of the flavor of the time period, I think. So, the miniatures themselves, I want to start with the good. Okay, the poses are fantastic. The detail is phenomenal. I mean, just you can look and see all of the gear. Let's see. I love the French officer holding the pistol. Let's turn off. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Detail's great. I like the Prussian officer as well. You can see he's got the sash and everything. It's really well detailed. Again, I'm sorry, my camera's not very good. So the detail's great. The cards that come with each unit are just very well designed. It gives you all the stats for everything. It tells you the special abilities. Like I think the houses, they can garrison buildings, things like that. It tells you how many hit points they have. It's beautiful. I mean, really. The cavalry, I went ahead and I also ordered some French cuirassiers. Again, not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but anyway, I just bought them as I had some extra money, and I bought them for the cool factor, which there's nothing wrong with that. But the horses are nice. They're very hefty, which I like. Made out of metal. The poses seem pretty natural. The riders, you have a little socket for an arm, and then you got to put their heads on. And you can add some, a bugler, trumpeter, whatever, and a standard bearer. There's an officer, although I don't know which. Haven't really sorted through all this stuff. So anyway, they're fantastic miniatures, really high quality. I don't even see really a whole lot of flash on them. You got to get a hobby knife and trim all that stuff off. off, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that much work. So now for the gripes. There's only some minor gripes I have. Yeah, let's start with the Prussian drummer. I don't know if you can see that. That's not really helping. If you can see that, his head is cocked to one side, and it just doesn't look very natural. It's the one pose I just think is terrible. I hate it. I mean, maybe I can cut his head off and reattach it where it's just sitting straight up, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I could, no. So, hate the drummer, which is a shame because I think the snare drummer is a really cool inclusion, but yeah, it's not very good. My other gripe is the bayonets. So if you go to the websites, notice that these guys they don't have bayonets. So he has bayonets as a separate product. You get 14 bayonets, which is enough for 2 squads. It's enough for a box of infantry. What I hate about it is when you buy the bayonets, you have to also buy 2 infantry figures that are in combat. If you buy the Prussian set, it's a Prussian infantryman stabbing a French soldier, and vice versa for the French. And it's just it's $12.50 for the set, and to me that's a bit pricey. I probably won't be buying any bayonets, which is unfortunate because some of these poses would look really cool with bayonets. Like I think this one would benefit because he almost looks like he's defending. He also could be getting ready to fire, but yeah, if it was $12.50 for 2 things of bayonets, like 28 bayonets, yeah, I might be more on board with that. But I don't want to have to buy the figures every time because you're looking at I'm going to have to buy 4 sets of bayonets, and that's a lot of money that I could be spending on more miniatures for the game. So more units like the Jaeger or Prussian cuirassiers or the Krupp gun. Yeah, so I think that's probably my biggest gripe. I think I can fix the drummer, but the bayonets, I really wish they either were included in the box set or they were cheaper and didn't include the figures. Maybe those figures could be like a promotional thing, like if you spend so much money at the store, then you get those included. A lot of companies are doing that. You get like a bonus figure. So anyway, again, I love the models so far. I can't wait to paint them. It's going to be a little while because I've got so much other stuff going on, but love them. I really think they're incredible. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this. You also get a flag for each nation. You have a standard bearer. The flags look nice. Not sure if they're stickers or I don't particularly care for sticker ones, but actually, you know what? I'm going to look at it. Let's open this up. Okay, no, I think they're just paper. Yeah, paper, which is fine. That's actually what I prefer. So that's good. But you got the 70th line and the 4th Guard Grenadier Regiment. But anyway, that is my review. Hope you enjoyed it. I think it's worth the initial investment just to get the starter set and see if you like the rules. If you just want something that's not World War II, but, look, armored cavalry. I'm sure eventually there'll be lancers. The French have some light cavalry. It's just like, it's really, I don't know, it's really neat. If you get sick of World War II, maybe try Franco-Prussian War, Eagles of Empire. Really nice miniatures. So that's it, guys. Happy wargaming. See you later.